Hi, LaRue. I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers. Okay, let's check the tally. Babe, what do you think my subscriber count is?
You're at 10,000.
You think I'm at 10,000? I'm not at 10,000 unless things rapidly... What are you so curious about? Well, I'm close. I'm 9,988 subscribers. So I would say in about 5 minutes, I'm going to be at 10,000. Yeah. I'll check back in a second. See, let's check in on my subscriber count really fast. I think I'm one away.
Dang.
9,999. Let's see if you can see it. Got it. 9,999. I'm just going to keep refreshing till I get it. All right, let's do this. 10,003. Ah, man. Dang. It's always such a bummer. Well, no, I mean, I'm happy that I have more subscribers, but it's always a bummer whenever I just barely miss it. Oh, snap!
PF Chang's!
Oh my gosh! This is the greatest gift you could ever give to me.
I know.
Oh my gosh! You brought me PF Chang's? Wow, I'm so glad I got this on camera there. I'm so glad I got this on camera. Wow, guys, thanks.
Okay, subscriber special is real now.
Oh my goodness, man, this is mind-blowing. Guys, thank you. Little context, PF Chang's is my favorite restaurant of all time. And you guys are the best friends of all time. Thank you. 10,000 subscribers. We did it, guys. I am on cloud 9. I am still kind of processing everything because when this channel started, it started as a DIY channel specifically. And I think it's because as a person, I like to help people as much as I can. And I sort of felt like doing a DIY channel was my way of helping people kind of like on a grander scale. Like I could do projects that would teach people how to do those projects and that I'd be able to reach a lot of people through that. However, something happened about a week and a half ago that, sort of made me rethink a few things. I mean, I've always had one semi-successful video, and it's my shade cell video, which is a DIY video, and that video gets 2,000 to 3,000 views every single day. It has since I posted it, basically. And so I really thought that maybe I was onto something with the DIY thing. But then about a week and a half ago, one of my first videos, I think it's like my third video, it's called Inside My $72,000 Los Angeles Tiny Home. That started picking up traction too, and that started getting about 2,000 views a day consistently about a week and a half ago. And then every day it would double and then triple. So it was like 2,000, 4,000, 10,000, 15,000 until a point where I was averaging 50 or 60,000 views a day on my Los Angeles Tiny Home video. And I thought that was pretty nuts. Especially whenever you consider the fact that that video was shot on an iPhone before I had a professional microphone, and the audio and video quality was terrible. My way of speaking, I'm so overexposed right now. My way of speaking was jumbled. I had no plan. I remember the day that I shot it because I grabbed my tripod and I walked outside. And as I was walking outside, my wife was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm gonna go outside and shoot a vlog." And she said, "About what?" And I was like, "I don't actually know." I knew it was gonna be something about the tiny house. And I was like, maybe I'll do a tour. And I kind of figured that out as I started talking about it. And that's it. I posted it. And, it was getting like 200 or 300 views a day. So I really wasn't expecting much from this video at all. And like I said, it started going super, super crazy. And I filmed another video called Inside My $275,000 Small House. And that video didn't really have a lot of success on the upfront. I think that maybe it got to like 1,500 views the very first day, just because I posted it to, different subreddits, different, Facebook groups, and to my own Facebook page. But then after that, it dropped off dramatically, and it was getting like 200 or 300 views a day. But as soon as the other video picked up, then that video picked up, and that started getting traction too. And then that video started doubling every day too. So it was like 200 views a day, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, all the way up to 15,000 views a day. And I was like, okay, all right, well, people are obviously interested in this type of content. And then I released a video called The Economics of Building a Tiny House in Los Angeles. And that one, that one did okay. It wasn't really a smashing success either, but I definitely got some interest. I think, that was getting 400 or 500 views a day. And then I posted Inside My $165,000 Tiny House in Joshua Tree, California. And I was working on that video for 3 nights. Started at like 10 or 11, and I went to bed at 3 a.m. every single night. And the night before I posted it, I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning because, you know, I'm a father, I work a full-time job, I've got a newborn, all that kind of stuff. So really the only time I can edit is at night. And so I was asking myself, is it really worth, you know, torturing myself like this every single night? And so I posted it, and when I woke up, it already had 2,000 views, and I was like, oh, it's doing great. Well, it turns out that I ended up getting 50,000 views on that, and then 60,000 and 70,000 on the second day. And so now I think that video is like at 130, 140,000 at the time of this recording. And so I don't know, everything kind of changed from that point, because not only was I getting so much views on that, but then also my tiny house video and then my small house video. I was legitimately working my ass off for like 6 months, editing like until 2 or 3 a.m. pretty consistently. And then on June 18th, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I was like so floored. I was like wanted to celebrate. Me and my wife went out to eat because I was like, all my hard work is finally paid off. And then 2.5 weeks later, everything just went super crazy, and I got to 10,000 subs, getting like 500 a day, 600 a day, then 1,000 a day, and then on my highest day I got like 2,000 subs. Meanwhile, I'm freaking out. My wife freaking out. We're just like, I can't believe this. I'm so over the moon. I'm so thankful, and I'm so humbled that you guys care enough to subscribe. So I really appreciate it. But what this has all taught me is that a good YouTube channel does require a pivot, and I am vlogging in my backyard right now facing my neighbor's house, and they're totally watching me do this. I'm always just a little embarrassed to vlog, but that's okay. But what it taught me is that you guys like the tiny house, small house, Airbnb, real estate, kind of side hustle, financial side of what I was doing. That clearly seems to be what y'all responded to. And it's not that you didn't like the DIY, and it's not that you know, I was wrong for trying that strategy out first. I've always been good at the Airbnb and tiny house stuff, and I just didn't think enough people were going to be interested to hear what I had to say in that space. So that's why I decided to do DIY versus Airbnb. Hey, sorry.
No, I just didn't want to interrupt here.
No, it's all good. Sorry. All right, remember how I said I was like very embarrassed to be vlogging around my neighbors? Well, my Airbnb guest was literally standing behind me for like, I don't know, I really don't know how long, 30 seconds, a minute, watching me vlog, trying to walk behind me, but she didn't want to get in the shot because she's very kind, and I happened to look over and she's like, can I get through? A little embarrassing. And I think my wife and my baby, there they are. Come here. Yeah, so I'm really good at building tiny houses, but I'm even better at building tiny humans. This is Isla Rue. Say hi, Isla Rue. She's my #1 subscriber. So like I said, I didn't think enough people were going to be interested in the tiny house, Airbnb, side hustle, you know, side of my YouTube channel, but I was wrong. And I'm really happy to be wrong about that. The YouTube revenue is kicking in, and it's cool to finally be making money on this hobby and, you know, being able to basically pay for this hobby and all the camera stuff and everything that I'm buying. So it's really cool. I'd like to get to a point where I do this full time one day, and where I can build tiny houses and keep sharing them with YouTube and kind of just travel around building cool things and showcasing them on YouTube. So with that, I'm not saying that I'm not going to do DIY content anymore, but I'm also not saying that I am going to do DIY content. And I'd like to expand even past that and showcase different cool Airbnbs around the country. I'd like to say around the world, but probably not going to be traveling anytime soon because of the Rona. Okay, I gotta take a diaper bag out. Give me 1 second. This baby poops a lot. So yeah, that's basically my big/tiny announcement. I am moving my content a little bit to be more tiny house centered, and I hope that you guys are down for the ride. If you guys subscribed before all of this and you subscribed because of the DIY content, I promise you that I'll try to make this somewhat relevant to that. I mean, I'm still me, you know. If you subscribe to me because of the DIY stuff, you subscribe because you liked me, I hope. So, you know, if you do like me and you liked the content that I was putting out before, I promise it's only going to get better from here because I get better at manning a camera every single day. All right? It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to build another tiny house. I'm going to try to build a tree house this year. I've got big plans for 2020. I know that it's been a little bit of a bummer year, but I'm not going to let it be a bummer for me and for my family. Cool stuff is going to happen this year, and it's going to happen on this channel. So if you're here, thank you. I just looked at my subscriber count. I've got 12,300, and I am freaking out. So I am so humbled and I am so thankful. And I will see you on the next episode of Robuilt, which will be coming out this week. I think I'm going to be getting into the logistics of permitting a tiny house on a fixed foundation and talking about what I look for in land. So if that interests you, watch out for that. But until then, I will catch you on the next episode of Robuilt.